What's up, good people? Welcome to another video. I'm Rob Stuart and I'm here to help you get your skin and your overall health back on track. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the best possible way to break your water fast. Breaking your water fast depends on two things: what type of diet you have, whether you're high carb, low fat, or whether you're high fat, low carb, plus your macros. Okay, so first things first, what is your diet? Are you more plant-based? Are you higher with your carbs? Or are you on the other side of things, more keto, more carnivore, more high-fat, low-carb, paleo, primal, something like that? Also, what are your macros? Meaning, how many grams of carbs do you eat per day? How many grams of fat do you eat per day? What is your fat percentage and your overall calories? Knowing these things is super important for breaking your water fast. Once you've figured those things out, now you can move on to the next step. So once you have a good idea of what your diet is gonna look like after your water fast, what your macros are gonna be, where your calories are gonna be at, now you have to start the process of breaking your water fast with liquids. And you want to stay on liquids for a few days, depending on how long your water fast is. The longer the water fast, the longer you're going to want to stay on liquids. The shorter your water fast is, the shorter you can stay on the liquids. If you are planning to be high carb, low fat, more on the plant-based side, more on the lean protein side, on the low fat side of things after your water fast, meaning that your fat percentage is going to be below or around 20% of your total calories, and most of your calories are going to come from protein and carbs. This is how you want to break your water fast. So you're going to start off with liquids. Bone broth is excellent, turmeric lemonade is excellent, and the cool thing about being higher on the carb side or more plant-based when breaking a water fast is that you can have fruit with your juices. So my book, Super Juice, you can use every single one of the recipes in that book to break your water fast, and you're going to want to do this for a couple of days. Once you've done a couple of days of juices only, I'm talking green juices, I'm talking all raw stuff, good stuff with bone broth and turmeric lemonade, then you can move on to soups. Your soups can be a combination of lean proteins, bone broth. You can start to bring in a little bit of coconut milk, starting to inch towards your normal diet. And then once you've done soups for a day or two, then just simply go to your normal high carb, low fat, plant-based, high protein-ish style of clean, minimal dieting. And that's how you break a water fast if you're high carb, low fat, or more plant-based. Obviously, during this time, you want to make sure you're keeping your fats nice and low so that you can transition back to your normal diet. If your plan is to be on the high fat side, something like a carnivore diet, a keto diet, a primal diet, a paleo diet, any of the lower carb diets, then you're going to follow that same rhythm as you did before, but you're just going to switch up your macros with your juices. So you'll start with liquids, doing juices, but you'll want to do juices that are low glycemic and that are fruit free. So using things like celery juice, cucumber juice, turmeric lemonade, green juices that do not have fruit in them. Those are going to be your go-to juices. Also, bone broth will be a really perfect staple food during the liquid portion of this diet transition thing. Once you've done a few days on those juices, then simply move on to bone broth based soups with as much meat and as much fats as you can add to them. Do that for a couple of days, 1 to 2 days, sometimes 3. The longer you do it, the better. Then move on to your normal, healthy, high fat diet. It's truly that simple. So those are the two basic ways of coming off a water fast correctly, depending on what your diet and your macros are. It's really not that complicated. I believe that you guys can do this with a lot of ease. And what this will lead to is it will keep all of your gains going after you've had your water fast. It'll keep the weight loss happening. It will keep the skin health going. It will keep the gut health moving in the right direction. Most people mess up their water fast because they break their water fast in the wrong way. That's going to do it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to leave all of your comments and questions down below. For those of you looking to get a hold of me to become one of my skin health clients, there's a link in the description box for a consultation. Also, there's a link for ECZEMA, which is the world's greatest skin health probiotic of all time. Link in the description box. You can find me on Instagram at Rob Stuart. In real life, I'm just Rob Stuart. Also, in the description box, the link for the consultation is also the link for the 3 phases workbook, which is my step-by-step guide for healing the skin naturally. I'll be back with many more videos really soon. Bye. Peace.